Hello, everybody. Good, almost afternoon. Good morning still. Albert Steed, your super nerd, chief nerd at Advanced Computer Solutions. Here today, doing the Nerds News. My new favorite thing to do. And you have no idea how much time I've invested into getting this to work. Not that you care, but I've made it a pet project of mine to create not just this show, but to create all the infrastructure that's needed to make this show get onto the internet, so get out to my customers, get through the emails and through the Facebook posts and through the YouTube posts and podcasts and all that crazy fun stuff. It's been wild. I have built so much software, some of it just completely redundant, some of it just completely worthless. Learning as I go, going from using Claude skills to having a full-blown workflow to creating my own internal AI box here. It's been crazy. Well, sorry, kind of getting off topic here. It's fun. If you guys want to learn what I'm doing, just don't hesitate to reach out. Let's start with our salute. We salute you, all of our small business owners. We love you. Thank you. Thank you to all my customers. Kind of consider them the sponsors of this show. They're the people that make it all happen because they paid me to take care of them. And now I'm trying to educate and give them all the good news that's going on in the world. So this is our first run of the show, and it's been a while. We missed a day or two last week because we've been working on this. This is our first run using my internal AI for creating the news, finding, well, not necessarily finding, but summarizing it for me, helping me understand what's important. And so I'm kind of excited for this. This came from this little box, not little, this big computer next to me, and we're going to see how it goes. News, we got 3 news articles today and a couple of quick hits. Today's top story is phishing attacks using AI cloned voice messages surge 45%. A new report from Proofpoint found a 45% quarter over quarter. We're not talking 45% over last year. We're talking 45% from one quarter to the next in voicemail phishing attacks. So what I'm doing right now is I'm setting myself up for a voicemail phishing attack by putting all my voice out on the internet so any criminal can grab it, use my voice to fool other people, plug it into a AI, and start sending out phone calls with me at the other end. It's not really me, it's just my voice. These attacks are highly convincing and often result in financial losses. So what does that mean? Well, you need to have really strong internal controls. Can't just be, hey, the boss said so anymore, because the boss can say anything. You could record him, you can AI him, and you can have him say literally anything. We could make him read Shakespeare. We could have him sing ABBA songs. We could do all kinds of fun stuff with the boss's voice. So yeah, hey, let's think about this. You know, what are we going to do internally to make sure that the guy or gal you're talking to on the other end of the phone is truly that person? This is important. Headline number 2. New bring your own AI hardware trend. Compact local AI servers. Here's why I like this. NVIDIA and some startups are marketing compact AI inference servers to small and mid-sized manufacturers, and that's why I like it. This isn't just another stupid chatbot out there busily consuming electrons, chatting with somebody. Nope. This is for manufacturers, for equipment monitoring, for potentially looking over your quality as you're doing things, inspecting things, scheduling stuff. And what's really nice about it is the data never leaves your building. So if you have some very tight IT security things that you want to get around, you're going to have to keep it in-house. Sending it out to Claude or Google isn't really what we should be doing. These boxes make it happen. So I'm excited. I'm going to be researching this some more. I'm going to be talking about it some more. I'm going to hopefully do a couple, maybe even broadcasts all about this. What they're saying is that these boxes start from 8,000 all the way up to 25,000 for the server, which to me is not a bad deal. I spent $1,500 on a used PC to do this with a 5-year-old GPU. So the work that you're going to see from me is going to come from a very old computer. Gets the job done, but it's not going to do the stuff that you're really going to want to do with the visual, being able to parse out the visual feeds for quality and things like that, and future proof, because the AI systems are growing every day in complexity, and you need, if you want to have this thing last more than a month, it needs to have some pretty good horsepower behind it. So that's good stuff. I'm going to see if we can't get ACS's brain matter around what's going on with this a little more deeply, so that we can still help our manufacturers keep up. All right, next article. FTC finalizes rule requiring clearer AI disclosure. Now, we've touched on this one, I think, once or twice before. The Federal Trade Commission finalized new guidance clarifying that businesses using AI tools to make or influence decisions about customers, I like that, influence, must disclose that AI is involved whenever a customer asks. So you can ask, and by law, a company now, I don't want to call this a law, by dictate, the FTC has said that businesses have to do this. This rule aims to increase transparency and accountability in the use of AI. Well, I think it's silly. Everybody knows when they're talking to AI, and I think we always will, but I guess. So I don't know what this means for most of us. This is also new. Let's see what the AI thinks this means. Small businesses must now disclose their use of AI when it affects customer decisions, ensuring transparency. So now I'm going to use an AI to take this information that I'm presenting to you live on this feed, and it's going to take it, package it up, make it so you can read it. So it's not just me rambling like a moron into a mic. It's a nice written article. Do I have to disclose that that article was written? And it wasn't really written, because if you run, when the AI goes and takes my feed or my broadcast and it chunks it up and writes articles out of it, I've actually run that through AI detection devices, and it finds it to be completely 100% unique content, not AI. But the AI took it and packaged it up. So I have a feeling that the bureaucrats don't really know what's going on. They don't really understand the technology. And this has always been the case, but this specific case, the specific scenario is so new, so we're changing so quick, and it's so profound that I think the gaps in our bureaucrats' knowledge is so vast that uh, so it's very obvious. Review your current use of AI and disclose its involvement in customer decisions. Update your policies and procedures to reflect the new FTC guidelines. There you go. Just another busy work thing for you to do. I have a feeling the FTC will never be able to keep up with this nonsense. I guess if you're a big corporation, they might use it to beat you over the head. All right, so our quick hits. These are what the FTC COPA compliance deadline is April 22nd. That's 2 days from today. COPA rules require businesses to retain child personal data only as long as necessary, disclose all third-party data recipients, and monitor vendor data usage. So if you got data on children, if you're, I don't know, I don't think any of our clients are doing that, but maybe your clients are. SaaS vendors raising renewal prices. This is a good one. Gartner data shows SaaS vendors are hiking renewal costs 10 to 20% on average to cover AI infrastructure expenses. What I like about this is we're all thinking we're going to save a lot of money with AI, and I think we are. I think it's more efficient. But what you got to understand is humans were the energy that made a lot of this stuff work before. Now electricity is the energy, and electricity isn't free. So there's still costs involved with AI, and I'm learning that as the reason why I bought this box. I figured it's cheaper for me to plug this stuff through using the electricity from my wall than it is for me to pay Claude or Google to do it. We'll see. Might cost more. CISA warns of active exploitation of Avanti VPN vulnerabilities. None of my clients use Avanti VPN, but it is a security tool. And if you're accessing, say, a vendor or some other thing with this Avanti VPN vulnerability, you should be aware. The Cybersecurity Infrastructure Security Agency issued an urgent alert warning that threat actors are actively exploiting critical vulnerabilities in Avanti Connect secure VPN appliances. So yeah, always something, but hey, AVANTI, if you're using it, if you have to use it, now you need to be aware, you need to be safe. That's today's show. Quick. I wouldn't call it easy, but I would call it done. We're going to be testing our new process for churning through this thing and getting it out to you today, which may mean that it doesn't get done today. We'll see. A lot of time and energy into it. I hope it does. All right. That's it for today. I hope everybody enjoys their day. And we'll see you all tomorrow. Goodbye.